USB drive warning. Here is the truth about that problem with this drive message. Hello guys, welcome back to iTech Studios, and if you are new to this channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button because this really helps me a lot. Ever plugged in a USB drive and being hit with the dreaded "there is a problem with this drive" message? Confusing, right? Is your USB on its last legs or is something else at play? Don't worry, this guide is here to demystify what's going on and arm you with solutions. And you don't have to be a tech genius to get it. Let's uncover what triggers this warning, how Windows detects it, and most importantly, how to fix it, whether the right way or an unconventional shortcut. And these are all for educational purposes only, of course. So why does Windows think your USB has a problem? At the heart of this warning lies a tiny but mighty piece of data called dirty bit. And a dirty bit, also known as modified bit or write bit, is like a flag that indicates whether a memory address or disk block has been changed since it was last written to. So you can think of it as a flag that Windows checks whenever you plug in your USB drive or a drive. And then take note of these. Windows only detects an issues with your drive and throws up that warning when the dirty bit value of your drive is equal to 1. And then when the dirty bit value is equal to 0, it indicates everything is functioning as expected. You can even check this yourself using a simple command in the command prompt, and I will provide the command in the description section. So what you have to do next is run cmd as an administrator. Once you are done running the cmd as an administrator, you go ahead and type in this command fsutil dirty query and then drive letter. The drive letter is the letter of your drive. As you can see, my drive letter is H. So I'll just go ahead and then type in fsutil space dirty space query space and then drive letter H, and I'll add a colon. After that, I'll just hit enter. As you can see, volume H is dirty. So on to the next question. What flips the dirty bit to 1? The good news is this doesn't usually mean your USB is failing. Instead, the dirty bit flips to signal that something went wrong with a data transfer. Here is what commonly causes it. Unplugging without ejecting. Disconnecting the drive before data finish writing is a major culprit. Program crashes can also cause the bit to stay dirty. If an app freezes or fails mid-transfer, the bit stays dirty. Sudden power loss. If your computer crashes or shuts down unexpectedly, the dirty bit may remain set. The dirty bit is essentially a safeguard alerting you that some files could be corrupted. Now on to the next question. How does Windows fix it? When you run the repair tool as prompted by the error, Windows uses its built-in check disk utility to scan and repair your drive. This process clears the dirty bit, restoring your USB to a clean state. After running the scan, if I'm to remove my USB and then plug it in back, you get to see that I don't get that error anymore, that there is a problem with this drive. But for the curious tech enthusiast, did you know you can see this dirty bit in action using a hex editor? Tools like Hex let you view the raw data on your USB. But tread carefully, this isn't for the faint-hearted. On to the next question. Can you manually toggle the dirty bit? Yes, but proceed with caution. You can use the command prompt or a hex editor to set or clear the dirty bit. To set the dirty bit, run your cmd once more as an administrator, and then type in this command to set the dirty bit value to 1. We'll be using a new command, which is the fsutil dirty bit set. But before we do that, let's run the previous command to see if the bit or the drive has a dirty bit. So we will just type in fsutil space dirty space query space and then drive letter H and then the colon, then we hit enter. As you can see, volume H is not dirty. So we go ahead and then run the new command to set the dirty bit. So we just type in fsutil space dirty space set and then the drive letter H, then colon, then we hit enter. As you can see, volume H is now marked dirty. So let's unplug and then plug in the USB drive to see if it worked. So I'll just go ahead and unplug my USB and then I'll plug it back in. As you can see, there is a problem with this drive. Scan the drive now and fix it. You can also manually edit the raw data in the hex editor. Now, let's talk about how to avoid the problem. Now, avoiding this problem, you always have to eject properly. The easiest way to prevent this warning: always eject your USB drive safely. Why? Even when you are not actively transferring files, Background processes might still be writing metadata to the drive. That subtle activity can flip the dirty bit, leading to the dreaded warning. If you frequently see this error despite ejecting, a background program may be causing the issue. Investigate and ensure all applications are properly closed before unplugging your drive. And I know you might be wondering why nothing bad happens when you force shut down your PC or there is a sudden power loss. That brings up the question, why don't modern PCs run long disk checks anymore? Remember the painfully slow down checks on Windows XP after a crash? Those days are mostly behind us thanks to the self-healing NTFS introduced in Windows Vista. This technology ensures that data transfers aren't finalized until they are fully written, reducing errors and need for lengthy scans. Do you often encounter this error? Did you know about the dirty bit before? Share your experiences in the comments below. That's all for this tutorial. And don't forget to like and then subscribe to this channel for amazing tutorials like this one. See you in the next one.